Good morning, everyone. Hi, it's Darlene from Super at 60. I am so excited you're here today because I have one question to ask you. What do you do with your leftover Easter ham? Do you use the ham bone? Do you make some yummy navy bean soup? Or do you have some other kind of soup that you like to make? Or anything else in particular? Well, we had a lot of ham left over. So we had a little bit of dilemma because my husband and I were really not into bean soups, ham bean soups. So I didn't want to just throw my ham bone away, and I haven't yet. I still have it because I'm still researching what I can do with that ham bone. However, there was a lot of sliced ham left over too. So I'm gonna make something tonight with the leftover ham slices. It was a spiral slice. And we've been eating it down. My husband's been taking it for lunches. And so there's not a whole bunch left, but what is left, I was just thinking, what on earth can I do with this? I don't know. So I looked in my refrigerator and I started pulling a bunch of stuff out, and I found a baked potato, or a large potato that had not been cooked yet. And I found a little bit of broccoli left over from last night's dinner. I have some shredded cheddar cheese. I have some sour cream. And I may be able to dig a little bit further and find some other things. So right now, we're gonna go in the kitchen and see what we can do with those ingredients and get a wonderful, lovely, delicious dinner ready for tonight. So I hope you'll join me. All right, well, first things first, get yourself a great big old potato. Give it some punctures with your knife so it doesn't explode in your oven. I've never had one explode in my oven, but you never know. Yep, little piece of foil. This is the way I like to do mine. You can just put yours right on a rack, and that's fine. But ooh, I just love them this way. It seems to just keep them nice and fresh. Just kind of put it on a little bit of an angle, just like that. And then I take my olive oil and just squish it all over. This makes a bit of a mess, I will say, but it's worth it. In the end, it is so worth it. Oh, where's my cloth here? Let me get it. And I will just wipe my hands off. I was not expecting to do a video today, but I went through my refrigerator and I thought about all the stuff that I have in there that is still yummy. And, I was thinking, how can I put a dinner together for my husband and I tonight? That will just be a lot of fun. Just a fun dinner. All right, so in we go. Baked potato, you are done. You're going to wrap it up good and tight. You don't want any of the skin showing. It's going to steam in there and just be so lovely. Sometimes when you go to a steak restaurant, this is how you get your baked potatoes because they know how to do it. They do it right, okay? They steam them and they make them yummy. And that's just what we're gonna do right now. All right, I looked in my refrigerator and I found a little bit of broccoli left over from last night. I think that will be delicious in my stuffed baked potato. And I'm going through the last of the ham, the last of our Easter ham. Yep. So I'm gonna cut it up real small because that's gonna go into our stuffed it's kind of a stuffed twice baked potato, but done my way because it's done with leftovers. That's the way I do things. So if you open your refrigerator door and you're constantly saying, there's nothing to eat, oh, I bet there's lots to eat in there. Lots to eat, lots to eat. You just have to know what flavors go with what and how to put it all together. And I am no expert on that. However, I will say I did grow up with a mom who was an expert at it. She could take anything from anything and make a most delicious casserole out of it. Yeah, she was really good at that, I have to say. All right, let's see. Here's just a couple more pieces. What did y'all do with your Easter ham? I know a lot of people save that Easter bone, and I still do have that in my refrigerator. I'm still debating what to do on it, or with it. So we'll see about that. All right, let me dump the rest of my yummy ham in here. So we have ham, we have broccoli, I have some sour cream that's gonna come real handy here. And I also have some mild cheddar, okay? So I think those things so far, and unless I find something else in the meantime, this is all gonna go into our yummy twice-baked potato. Okay, all the things are ready to go. The baked potato is out of the oven. The broccoli's ready, all chopped up. The ham is ready and all chopped up. I have my sour cream out. I have my cheese out. I have some butter and salt. Got to just put a little bit of that in and just about everything, right? And I am ready to just kind of squish this guy all up and make a delicious dinner for my husband Lou and myself tonight. Okay, first, this is what came out of the oven. I'd say about 45 minutes to an hour. It's a pretty good sized potato. As you can see, it's still quite warm. But let's go ahead and unwrap it and see what we got. Sometimes I like a baked potato for dinner, just all by itself. You know, add a little cheese to it if you want to for some protein. Yeah, it's delicious. Ooh-wee. Hot potato, hot potato. All right, and of course, I don't have where is my towel? All right, gotta have a towel. Yeah, gotta have a towel. All right, so let's cut it right down the center. You know, it's just like making a regular old twice-baked potato. Many of you have done it, some of you haven't. All right, and I'm gonna take this little bowl right here, and I'm gonna put everything into it, mix it all up in here, and we'll see what we got. And then we're gonna scoop it back in. Okay. Try not to disturb, and don't go too close to the edges, okay? And too close to the bottom. Oh, see what mine just did? Mine just fell apart, but I don't care, I'll eat that one. But that's exactly what I didn't want to happen. Doggone it. But I'm not gonna worry about it too much because like I said, that'll be mine. All right, so there. It looks like a mess, but by the time we get it on the tray and get it all filled up, yeah, it'll be beautiful. So now that you know what can happen, yeah, see, I meant to do that. Yeah, I meant to teach you that. All right, see what a good teacher I am? Yeah, I show you what happens if you're not paying attention. No, I just flubbed. I just flubbed up big time. But since this is dinner, I don't have any choice. So we just go on with it. Come on, y'all have done that before. Flubbed up something. Maybe not on video, but hey, for your family. All right, so there goes all the potato. This one came out perfectly. This is exactly the way it should be. Exactly the way the first one should have come out, just like that, like a little boat, you know? And mine kind of sort of looks like that, this half, but it's just two boats. Two boats, yeah. All right, let's leave it just like that for the moment. Okay, let's take this guy up here. Wipe my hands off good. All right, I like these things. I like them even better than a stand mixer. I don't know why, I just do. I like having that control right in my hands. And besides, I don't think it really needs to be all that mushed up. No, I like it more, what do they call them? Oh, a smashed potato, yes. I like a smashed potato. All right, see what I mean? Just kind of like that. Ooh, and it is still steaming. Okay. All right, so now what do we want to add? I think right now I have this little tiny pat of butter left from something else I was making. So I think I'll put about, not quite a tablespoon in there. Although I probably should have put more because it's not just butter for the potato, it's better for everything else. The broccoli, the ham, everything else is going in here. You know what? I will tell you the truth. While I was going through my refrigerator, I did notice a package of bacon in there. And you know that's got to be good. But I thought, come on. Ham, bacon. I just thought maybe that was a little too much. So we'll use that bacon another time. I can promise you that. All right. Oh, this is looking so nice and soft and smooth. Perfect. Just perfect. Now, let's take that delicious ham that we cut apart. Yeah. Okay, we're going to cut him all up and get him in there. I'll show you. Yeah, by the time this is done, we put so much stuff in here, we're going to hardly even notice that there's potato in there. Potato is our binder, if you will. Got to have a binder of some kind when you're making this is almost like a casserole potato. Casserole baked potato. Is that what we should call it? I'm just not quite sure yet. Maybe it just doesn't need a name at all. All right, and our broccoli is going in. Okay. This is going to be so, so good. Oops, get back in there. Come on now. Right. Now, at this point, it's mixing up pretty good, and it's pretty too. The pink from the ham, the white of the potato, and that bright, bright green. I steamed this broccoli. Yeah, so it's nice and bright and green. All right, I'm gonna put a little bit of salt in, just a little bit, because I did not salt my potatoes except for the outside. So I am gonna put a little salt in there, but not too much because, and a little pepper. The ham, you know, of course we all know ham is generally pretty salty. All right, now here comes the cheese. Just add in whatever you like. I mean, you can see what's in there already, so you don't want to do overkill. That looks delicious. Oh my goodness, does that look good? All right, and the last thing that I want to put in here that's going to help make it extra, extra creamy. We need a little creaminess to it. So, you know what that'll be. And I don't have a whole lot in there, so I just may end up using all of it. Maybe sorta. Maybe I'll save just a tiny bit for something else. All right, there we go. Let's see what that looks like. This is going to be delicious, just delicious. Make sure that you get it nice and combined. Just think of all the wonderful goodies that you might have in your refrigerator that you might be able to throw inside a potato. Do you have a baked potato? Do you have a sweet potato? That could work too. All right, and now I'm going to take one of those cute little sheet pans that I have. I call it the Darlene pan because it's just our size. All right, and there we go. Just like that. And now let's fill them up. Oops, I'm sorry. Got it all out of the picture there. All right, we'll start with Lou's here because he gets the best one. Just because I love him, that's why. And because he's the best husband in the whole wide world. Yep. Hard, busy worker. And I like having a nice meal for him when he comes home from work. Yes, you know, I am a traditional quote-unquote housewife, if you want to call it that, homemaker, that's fine. I don't mind. To me, that's a compliment. Yeah, we might be dinosaurs out there, but I'm not so sure about that. But, you know, I worked all the years that I was raising my children. I taught piano lessons right here in this house for 30 years and in another house as well, but a total of 30 years. I just retired about 2 years ago. I taught voice lessons, I taught piano lessons. I am a musician. And I was just getting to the point where I wasn't feeling real good all the time. And I just felt that, you know, it was time to retire. I think we all kind of know that time. And my husband, I'm praying for him to figure that out. I would give anything to have him walk through that door right now and say, you know what, honey? Yep, let's put the sale sign up. It's time to retire. But I don't think that time's coming anytime too soon. I mean, eventually, you know, of course, but not anytime too soon. All right, I don't really want that huge piece of broccoli right there, so I'm gonna skip over him. Would you look at this? Oh my goodness, we have a carb in there, which of course is our potato. We have protein, which of course is that delicious ham and the cheese. And we have our vegetable, the broccoli. We have everything that we could possibly need for an absolutely delicious dinner. The only thing that I could think we could add to this, whoops, is a nice crispy salad. And I do have a little bit of lettuce left over. And maybe, just maybe, if I can find some fun things in that refrigerator. My refrigerator was filled, but I think by the end of today when I'm done, it's gonna be ready to go shopping again. I might be able to put some kind of a little dessert together. I mean, just something. I don't know what it'll taste like, but we'll see. Are you ready for an experimental dessert? Because that's about what I'm ready to do right now. Oh, look what I found. This is some raspberry, what is it? Raspberry preserves. Love raspberries. Raspberries and peaches. Oh, there is something so delicious about that combination, I'm telling you. What did that used to be called? There was some kind of a dessert that used to be called something. There was a name. Raspberry and peaches. What the heck was that? Oh, I'll think of it. Anyway, you know what? Let's get a spoon right here. I'm going to add a little bit of the raspberry. Not too much, because remember, it's just Lou and I. Just going to add a little bit on the bottom here and soften it up a little bit. Trying to give you a good view here. How's that? Oh, I'm always making up ways to do filming, so that you can see everything. I mean, that's the purpose of it. Peach Melba, that's it. Peach Melba. See, I put the peaches and the raspberry together and it came right to me. How many of you have heard of peach Melba? Let's put in the rest of that sour cream that I had. Yeah. It's good to experiment. It really is. That's how some of the greatest recipes have come to be. And I'm certainly not saying that this is going to be one of them. So please don't misunderstand. However, I know the flavors that are going in here, and I know that they do go well together. This is a package of vanilla pudding mix. I'm going to add, that's about a tablespoon. Okay, let's do 2 tablespoons. And now we're going to put in a little bit of some Cool Whip topping that I had left over. Yep, that's going in. Just like that. I'm not going to put all of it in. Nope, I'm going to save a little some for the topping. Of course, I still have no idea what I'm doing here, but I have a feeling it's going to be pretty darn good. Right, and it will get refrigerated till dinner time. Let's see, what time is it right now? It's about 2 o'clock. So we have about 3 hours for this to firm up nicely. And the last thing that I had a lot of that I'd like to throw in here is some coconut. Okay, well, almost the last thing, but we'll talk about the last thing. I'm not 100% sure of that. Okay, well, first of all, I was making something for Easter. What did I make for Easter that required green coconut? Oh, some kind of little cake I made or something. I have this little tiny container, isn't it cute? With a little bit of green coconut in it. So you know what? I don't care. I don't want to waste it, but it's going in. So there, at least we have the coconut flavor, which is going to be delicious. And I have some more coconut here, because that's hardly enough, right? I really don't think that's quite enough, but I don't want to add too much either. All right, there, that's another 2 tablespoons. It looks beautiful. Look at that pale, pale pink. Can you see that? Oh, absolutely gorgeous. And you know what I found in my pantry? Now these, I can't say that these are the freshest marshmallows that we've ever had, but they're still so soft and squishy. They're really beautiful. There's nothing wrong with them. So you know what? Yeah, I'll toss them in. Look at that. That is gorgeous. Oops. All right, let's get it all done here. I brought out 2 pretty little bowls, 2 just nice little white bowls. Let's go ahead and scoop that in. Now, how do I want to put that in here? I think that I will go ahead and use my half cup measure. Yep, that's plenty. And I'm going to plop it right in to that. And then I'm going to plop this one right in to that. And look how much. Should I taste it? Oh my gosh. Oh, come on. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is ridiculous. All right, I'm gonna put this in another container. Yeah, as soon as I'm done, but I'm not done. I'm not done. Remember, I saved a little bit of the Cool Whip. So yeah, they always say to mix the Cool Whip up a little bit, just like that. And then put your little top on. Mix it, mix it, mix it. So it makes like a little rosette almost. And then squish it right out on top like that, okay? And then the last thing I think I'm gonna do, and this may be overkill, but hey, it's for my husband. And look at that. Oops, can't even see it. I am going to just put a little bit over the top, not too much. It's just beautiful. A lovely little dessert plus those delicious stuffed potatoes, all made with everything that I had in my refrigerator. Well, here it is. Here's our dinner tonight. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that gorgeous stuffed baked potato with ham and broccoli and cheese and sour cream. Oh, it's all in there. It is so gorgeous. I just left it covered in the oven so it could just steam all the way through. Here's mine. Remember the one that broke in half? I said, well, that'll be mine. Yep, it came out of the pan, a whole. So it's just beautiful, just beautiful. And here's the dessert. Just looking so springy and so, so lovely. Can't wait to give that a try. I know Lou's gonna love it, and he is home. And we're gonna sit down and eat this tonight and have a wonderful, wonderful meal with everything we could possibly need. I hope that you raid your refrigerator tonight and find out what you might have hiding back there that's still in good shape and that you can use to stuff a baked potato with or make a casserole with or do something fun with. You'll be surprised with what you might have hiding in your refrigerator. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you have enjoyed this video, I ask that you might just give me a like. And please, if you've been thinking about subscribing and enjoying my videos, I ask you to please subscribe and ring that little bell so that you know exactly when all my videos come up. A couple a week, and I don't want you to miss any of them. So Lord bless you all, and I will see you soon. Bye now.